Okay, so I'm back. So like I said, from day to day they shift. So he paints every day. So like this is completely different from this painting up here. This one's dark and it has lots of colors in it, but you cannot deny like the dark undertones. It's almost like uncanny. And then this is a little bit lighter. And he did this I believe a week or two ago, and then a couple days ago now he's like painting stuff like this. So like I said, it varies. And my point is that it's so great to have an outlet, whether it be painting or going to the gym, cooking foods you've never cooked before. Find your niche and stick with it. It might help you get through an anxiety attack. It might help you get through that day where you don't want to get out of bed. You feel like, I don't want to see people, I don't want to be social, I'm just going to stay right here and stay in bed. Do what makes you get out of bed. Do what makes you unanxious. Um, Everybody has their own thing. And if you haven't found your own thing, ask people for suggestions, or just try a whole bunch of stuff. And if one thing works versus the other, then go with that. And I mentioned before, my son, he suffers from anxiety. So he did this painting, and it's kind of on the level of what his dad is doing. He's Zombie. That's his that's his graffiti name, he says. But at 8 years old, he's finding his own outlet. And I have him, when I notice that he's being really anxious, I have him just stop and close his eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And I have him tell himself, I will not let this anxiety beat me. And I have him repeat it twice. And I tell him, you're loved, you're smart, you're intelligent. I will not let this anxiety beat me. And it helps him. And it may seem a little like cliche, or, but for him, he's 8. And what I've noticed is, since I've started doing these videos, a lot of moms have been reaching out to me about their kids suffering from anxiety. And it's incredible. It almost makes me, gets me emotional, because I'm really sensitive when it comes to my kids. And I can understand a mom being scared, feeling scared for their kid, because they don't know why their child is suffering so much, and why they're so anxious, and why everything makes them so nervous. The society and the world that we live in, it's crazy, and everything is at an instant. You can see everything as quick as you snap. And because our kids are in this world where it's so easily accessible for them to see things that a child at 8 years old shouldn't be able to, or have access to see, it gives kids anxiety. When we bombed Syria a couple weeks ago, I was listening to the breaking news of Trump giving his speech and saying, why we decided to bomb Syria and our reasoning behind everything. And my son began to cry. And I couldn't for the life of me figure out, why is he crying? Why is he crying? He doesn't even know what's going on. And then he just said, Mom, I don't want to die. Why do we have to go to war? I don't want to die. So that's what he contributes any type of war to: death. And even worse, him dying. And it's just scary. It's scary being a parent and sending your kids out into the world. And it's just scary. So for those moms that have reached out to me, shout out to Shalon Shy Natural. She shared a story with me about her son being anxious and suffering from anxiety. And I just feel for moms that have kids who have anxiety. And you got to understand, they can see shootings on TV, and they can go on YouTube and see someone have their head cut off. This is the society we live in, and we make this easily accessible for our kids. So it just scares me. And my son is a strong kid, and he is just sensitive about certain things, and war is one of them, because he's directly attached to his dad, and his dad has been to war and been injured. And He just connects those two as bad things, and it scares him. So whatever you can do to shield your kids from all the crap that's going on in the world, do it. I mean, don't candy coat, and let them know, this stuff is real. But I tell my son every day, as your mother, I'm going to do my best due diligence to keep you from any harm. So, yeah, that's a touchy subject for me, but it's real and it happens. And as parents, I think we need to stick together and help each other out and help each other figure out how our kids could stay in this nice little box for a little bit longer. I don't remember at 8 years old thinking remotely about any kind of bad stuff happening. Um, I just remember playing and being happy and, you know, all that. But at 8 years old, now, even my daughter's 6, so at 6 years old, she's able to access these things. Granted, I don't let them access any of this, but friends at schools, they have phones, and it's just too easy to access. So that's my son's anxiety story. And it, like I said, it's really touchy for me and really a sensitive subject for me because it is something that he suffers from. And I've had family members say, like, don't claim that he has anxiety, but it's facts. He has anxiety, and the only thing I can do is let him know that everything's going to be okay and teach him how to deal with it now, so that when he becomes my age, he has it down and he doesn't have to, hide under a blanket and feel like he can't breathe because, the stress is too much. So, yeah. Anyway, um so much has happened this past 2 weeks that I kind of feel like scatterbrained because there are several things that I was going to discuss, but I think the two that I hit on were like the best. I am all fresh faced today, no makeup, so sorry. I look like crap right now as I'm just extremely tired, but I just wanted to again say thank you to everybody who's reached out to me and said, your videos have gotten my attention and I can't wait to hear more, and thank you for sharing your story. This has been, I only have 3 videos out, I mean, including this one, and this has been an anxiety in itself, and it's really hard to put your everything out there. And um, I hope you guys appreciate it and respect it, because there's some days where I just want to hide under a blanket and not be social, not film myself, you know, not even talk to my husband. I do have days where I'm so up and down that my husband's just like, whoa, like, I'm not even going to talk to you until you're ready to talk, because I think sometimes I get a little irrational, because I have so many thoughts running through my head, and I'm thinking, like, I hope he doesn't think that I'm crazy, but like right now I can't breathe and I don't know what sparked this, and today I don't feel like talking to anyone, and you know I don't want to answer my phone, and I don't want to get out of bed. I have those days, and doing this video has been good for me, but it also gives me anxiety to kind of put myself out there for people to see that I don't know, that I've never connected with. So thank you for giving me this opportunity and this platform, and I do hope that I'm helping someone. Maybe this is my calling. Maybe this is what I'm supposed to do. But I just want to help one person. If I can help one person, then I've done my job. Because a lot of the times I feel like I'm alone, and you guys out there who are watching my videos and sending me messages have let me know that I'm not alone and that I have full support, and I just 1000% appreciate everything, every kind word, everything. So with that being said, I will cut this one short. I am not drinking wine right now because it's 1:09 in the afternoon Maui time. But my wine of the week is rosé. Um, I don't know the brand that I would choose right off the top of my head. Like I said, I don't have wine in front of me because it is 1 in the afternoon. But it's 5 o'clock somewhere, so if you're drinking wine, cheers to you. But I think this week my wine will be rosé, so I'll have to get to the store and rosé it up. But anyway, you guys have a blessed week. Cheers to your truth. This is Mom Needs Wine 2, episode 3. If you haven't checked out my other 2 videos, go ahead and check them out. If you have any comments, go ahead and comment below. Thank you for all your comment and your support. Everything that you guys are giving me, it's truly a blessing. Have a good one, guys. Cheers.